So when the veil is thinning, it's going to make it easier for everyone to pick up on different energy coming in the room. You might feel like someone's, there with you or observing you. You might notice ear ringing, or you might notice, just a soft, brief energy. The fairies love to do that, and they're moving at such a fast click, and they're cleaning us, they're vacuuming us of anything low vibrational. So you might notice that. You might notice energy around you more so now than ever before, which is really exciting if you think about it. I was hearing from spirit constantly that we need to be going outside and getting some sunshine. So that was really, really important. And where I was going has a ton of sunshine. It's just super sunny all the time. And I often call it Napa Valley's twin. So lots of sun, except it has a huge lake going down the middle, and then vineyards just going up on either side. It's just really beautiful. I basically had a wonderful time with my friends, and we went swimming, and we went to several different lakes. One of the lakes was so clear, I was like really surprised by it. We had a lot of beautiful stones at the bottom, and it was super, super clear. Like, it was amazing. And a lot of the people from the neighboring city would drive all the way out to this lake because they knew how clear and clean it was. And it was just incredible. And then there was this mountain face on the other side. In Napa Valley, it's very dry, and they have a lot of vineyards, and it's the same in this location as well. So when the veil is thinning, it's going to make it easier for everyone to pick up on different energy coming in the room. You might feel like someone's, there with you or observing you. You might notice ear ringing, or you might notice, just a soft, brief energy. The fairies love to do that, and they're moving at such a fast click, and they're cleaning us, they're vacuuming us of anything low vibrational. So you might notice that. You might notice energy around you more so now than ever before, which is really exciting if you think about it. It's like there's going to be less and less separation between us and the energy that's all around us, okay? And it's an exciting time on Earth. Okay, Jocelyn. Okay, you have a question about your job. You just got promoted as a supervisor. I feel that I will struggle a lot, and I'm terrified, to be honest. But you know what? How cool is it that you stepped off and did this, even though you weren't 100% sure how it was going to go? People like who do things like this, I look at you and I'm like, I like you, because you're facing the fear and doing it anyways. And you're testing your limits, which means you're going to, at some point, break free of the box. Okay? You're like, okay, well, I'm going to do this, even though I don't know. And then you step off the cliff and you fly. So it's better, much better, I think, than being stuck or stagnant or just sticking it out with what you know. Let's go and spread our wings. Okay. It was not your decision initially. Yeah. But now you're here. Yeah, but you're the most experienced person in your department. And what do the angels want to say about this? And you're not sure if your coworkers will support you. That thing that you said about your coworkers, not sure if they're going to support you, that's where they want to go first, okay? And it's about being honored and respected by your coworkers and your superiors in regards to this position. And they're just talking about you exemplifying or showcasing expecting respect from others. That's the only one that can enforce that. Okay. And if you need help with that, they're more than willing to do that. And sometimes taking on roles like this helps to kind of toughen you up, which they love. How many times I take on things that others would never take on, and the whole time I see my guardian angel smiling. And I might bomb at it. I mean, I might just. But the thing is, that's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you expand. And I never see things as like a failure. I just see things as a learning experience. And I see people that take on things that normally others wouldn't take on. I really honor those people. That's me talking. Okay, now your team talking. Step forward, one foot in front of the other. You don't need to know everything all at once. But what's most important is that by honoring and respecting your own energy, others will follow suit. If you take more of a passive approach, others will kind of question why you're in this role to begin with. Only you can carve out this path ahead for yourself. And like Kristin just said, however which way it goes, whether it is successful or otherwise, we see this as a good learning curve and development of not only your work skills, but also at the end of the day, they're saying what it's really about is energy, how others treat you, what you expect from others, which is a reflection of honoring yourself and how you see yourself. So they actually see this as being very good for you. Okay. Even if it's for a short time or a long period. So the overall ahead, I remember taking on a position at a computer school, and I knew nothing about what they were teaching, but I had a notepad and a piece of paper, and I was willing to learn. And it really stretched me, man. Wow. Every day I go home just mentally exhausted. But I learned a lot. And I only stayed in the position for 1 year. So it was only for a year. And it wasn't like I was let go because of my lack of ability. I was let go for other reasons, health-wise, which then I ended up getting supported by the government for a time, which was great. This is many years ago, before I had my bowel removed, when I had ulcerative colitis. I remember stretching myself real far. And here is you stretching yourself for a period of time. I don't see this being a long stretch, but it's going to be a good enough length of time for you to hone in internally. And it's really about energy and the energy exchanges you'll be having with others. Once you start to lift and raise your frequency, nothing low vibrational even wants to hang out around you anyways, okay? You have so many high vibrational energies around you at all times that you can call upon at any time to assist you, or please help me all the time with everything, thank you. You just blanket it like that and they're on it. But it's your free will to ask that. Ooh, all right, Mia, we're going to go in off the deep end with this one. You're easily jealous and envious of others, I'm assuming. That it's affecting my marriage and relationship with your son and stepdaughter. As an overthinker, I keep worrying about the future. I've been using my resources to get help. That's awesome. Do my angels have any advice? Keep moving in the direction that you are. So keep moving in this direction that you're on. They're attempting to transmute and diffuse. That's what they're telling me. So we get it all built up, and then the angels have to come and remove it from us. Or we get fired up about something, and then they try to diffuse. And they're also talking about deflect. So what more can you do? Follow their lead. when you're being guided in the moment. Your mind is overtaking what is truly important, and you know this to be so. It's about sitting down and getting out on the table what's bothering you because it's been compounding for too long. And at the same time, I feel like you're offloading onto others. A lot of people are doing this in the world right now. They're just, it has nothing to do with anybody else. And when you go down the road in life and you look back at certain behaviors that you've had, you realize it was my reaction to that person or what was being said. It was my own internal frequency not being in alignment. It had nothing to do with that person or what was being said. And then we typically feel a little bit of guilty about it. So, and I'm not saying everyone needs to move in this direction. It takes time. But at the end of the day, only one person is going to shift it and change it. And that is me. And that is you. And they're also talking about we don't want to be pushing people away from us to the point where they never come back. Because there's a lot in the world right now. And to think that people are going to have the same amount of patience with us or with the goings on around them as they once did in the past, they won't. And that's actually a good thing. It means that change happens more readily and rapidly, so more often and quicker. And ultimately, it's in your hands, and they're holding their hands outstretched to me right now. And the last thing, you want me to say that? Okay, you need to hear this. You're better than that. You're better than that. You came here to enjoy yourself and to think highly of yourself and to love yourself and to cherish yourself. And ultimately, at the end of the day, this isn't about anything or anyone else, but rather how you feel about yourself. For you are reflecting that outward in dysfunctional ways. And they're on hand to assist you with whatever you need. Okay, so break it down right in the moment. Okay, I'm about to get pissed off about this, angels. I really need some assistance with this, angels. Or I'm having this low vibrational thought. I'm going to hand it to you to transmute into the light. And you better be doing that like a good 20, 25 times a day to make a strong impact, and do that for the first 2 weeks. Every little thing that's bothering you or pissing you off, you hand off to the angels, okay? 20 to 25 times a day. Now, at the end of the day, you're going to forget. You're going to be like, oh yeah, I still got about 15 times to go. And that thing that bothered me yesterday is still bothering me today. So I'll hand that off. And now, what's the next 14 things at the end of the day that you're going to hand off to them? They're showing me somebody swirling or spiraling. And it's like, I can't get out of this. And the only way out is through within. That's the only way out. It's not going to come from somebody else, the way they treat you or what they say to you. It's going to come from you. I feel some sadness happening here. That's good though. It's good to let that come up to the surface and get transmuted. It all comes down to energy. And I don't say that in a robotic type of way. Rest assured that I break down and I cry and I have emotions and feelings. But when I'm channeling, my role is to be more neutral. So if you see me neutral right now, it's because I do that so that I'm level and grounded when I'm hearing what they're saying, because it's not about me. I'm just the translator. All right, Barbara, will my husband be successful finding a new career move soon? So the feel I get of it is it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. And the other side note here is the angels want it to be that way. They want it to be more rest, relaxation. They would prefer that there's downtime in between what he's been doing and where he's moving to next. And I also get that there's no rush here. And that, it's interesting, isn't it? There's no rush here, and everything is operating with divine timing. So what that means is it will happen when it's meant to happen. And there's no swaying from that. It's almost like, if you think of it, it's like an agreement with his soul and his team as to when this unfolds, and it isn't right now. I see him. Why am I seeing him like, I see him lounging and eating. I see him relaxing and enjoying life. Oh my God. So if he could do more of that, that would be a good thing. And in fact, we do want to do more of that. Because if you think about it, if I'm worrying, okay, I'm kind of blocking the good energy from coming in, okay? But if I'm eating, I'm enjoying life, I'm more carefree, I'm more uplifted, I'm more high vibrational. Let the good energy come in and steer me in the right direction. That's where you want to be. It doesn't matter about what is. It matters about what is right here. Okay. All in good time. Is he eating and lounging, Barbara? And I see him like eating fruit and like snacks, but fruit. I see fruit, or I see putting something in his mouth, and just, I don't know what this is, but it's looking good. I'll tell you that. It's looking real good. I'm like, can I have a piece of your, I see watermelon and I'm seeing cantaloupe or something, or melon. Okay, that's their version of him relaxing and going with the flow, which is a good place to be. Hugo, your question is, did I make the right decision regarding recent financial move with your savings? This is the feeling I get of it, and then I'll hear what they say. But you could have done this, but you would have been fine either way. So whether you were going to do this with your savings or otherwise, you still were going to be just fine with what's going to unfold in the future for you. And they're just giving me 3 thumbs up. And they're telling me that they communicate with you through clear cognizance or clear knowing. Okay? So you'll get an idea pop in your head, or a sentence, or an insight to do something, or like a nudging to go somewhere or meet someone. That's how they're talking with you. And that's how they're talking with me too. So either way, you're going to be just fine. It's about bringing in more money on top of what you already have. That's what is the focus upon. They just want to remind you that abundance, including money, comes in ways in which we can't even conceive of. So be open to abundance coming in all ways, in all forms, in ways in which you haven't even thought of yet. Thank you, dear one. It's me. Thank you, beloved one. That's you. Okay. So I'm open to abundance coming in always. I'm open to my money gaining more heights and growing. I'm open to money and abundance coming into my bank account, into my hands, in ways in which I have maybe not even thought of yet. I'm open and I'm ready now, angels. Thank you. Bring it in. Let's go. He likes cantaloupe. Barbara, you're cracking me up because I saw a pink cantaloupe in slices. It just goes to show what the angels are watching. Oh my God, that's so funny. Well, I guess this is kind of an orange color, not pink. All right. Oh my goodness, Hugo, that is friggin' amazing. You've been doing a 40-day prosperity meditation in the mirror. And isn't it cool that your angels are telling you that so all that you're doing right now with the abundance book, with abundant affirmations in the mirror, is wonderful. And all that you think when you're first doing it, you think, oh, this is really going to work. I did. I was like, please. And then I watched as it was like one firework after another in my future unfolded. And to this day, as abundance flows in, I think it's because of all that abundance work I did. It was all sending it out there. And then it will come in divine timing when it's meant to come. And it was amazing the ways that it came in. It was like, I got in a car accident. Oh, I got a big check in the mail. Oh, I got a new car. I mean, you don't think that getting in a car accident with Jesus in the passenger side telling you to put your shoes on instead of your slippers. Before I leave the house, he's telling me to take my slippers off and I'm not listening, and you get in a car accident. You don't think how that's going to be a part of abundance. No. But your car getting written off and getting a nice big check in the mail sure was abundant. And me on the sidewalk in my slippers was a real bummer because I didn't listen to Jesus. My hair was all wet from the hair salon. I'm in my slippers, my friends coming up and picking me up. There goes my car. Okay, so abundance can come in ways that you can't even conceive of, but doing the affirmations is the work, sending it out, and then everybody realigns to make it work. So no wonder they're saying that you're going to be fine regardless of. Wow. So I'm going to bring this to a close. Bye, everyone.